TGIM. Thank God it's Monday. We're back live at it again. We are ready to go. Markets are flying high. What is going to happen today? Nobody knows. Pandas! Drop those GMs in the chat. Scalp that like button. Thank God it's Monday. We're back live at it again. Every single day, pandas. Making bamboo. You know how we do it. Pandas! Are you ready? Are you ready? Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone had a great weekend. Good morning. Pandas! Let's get it. Pandas. All new all-time highs were made overnight. Absolutely were made. Let's even capture something. Let's even catch a move here. Pandas. Let me say good morning to a couple of you guys. Albert Emo, good morning. Joe Martin, good morning. Blue Steel, good morning. Austin Hare, good morning. Frost E, good morning. Ashraf, hey, good morning.
$2,500 tick trap.
Pandas! Ooh, let's try to make a move up. What are we trying to do here, pandas? No clue. We're going up and down, going sideways all around. Pandas! Failed second entry long, I'm in. Give me that failed second entry long. It wants a new low. It wants to fill the gap. I think it wants to do all above. Give me that failed second entry long. It's flying high again. Can we capture it right here? Can we get it, pandas? Is this the time? Is this the timing right now? Is it here? Are we going to fly high? Are we flying high? Oh, shoot. Oh, shoot. Good signal bar to go short here. Let's see if we can capture something. Here. We are in. Oh, boy. That's not good. The moment it enters, it starts to show some signs of reversal. That is not good, pandas. Have we been trapped here? Are we trapped here? Pandas? Did we just trap ourselves looking for that new low? Can we get it, pandas? Looks like we're going to get stopped out very easily here. I tried. I certainly did try. We're still trying. We're still alive. We're still absolutely alive, pandas. Can we get a nice push down, please? Oh, jeez. I tried, pandas. I really did try. Goodness gracious, what a move. I thought I wanted one more low. Big up, big down. Sideways all around. Here we go. So now I'm gonna pause here. We're above the 20 MA now. Feels like I'm just short. Still, we're in the first 5 minute bar. Feels like I'm just short though. Do I like it? Not really. We're still on this trend line. This trend line's in the way here. It's like I'm just short on the 2,500 tick chart, maybe. Maybe what I'm looking for here. Or second entry short on the 2,500 tick, maybe what I'm looking for here. Maybe. Today could be shenanigans. Today might be shenanigans, right? We have big news coming Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today's the only day without news, so it could be shenanigans today. I took my one trade today. I'm done. What was the risk on that trade? Okay, 11 points. Popping up, fails like entry short. Coming above the 20 MA. Making a kind of a triple bottom here. Big bull bar on the 5-minute chart. Don't worry about that background noise. Don't worry about that background noise. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. What background noise? What background noise? Okay. This trap is being sus. This trap is starting to look a little sus. Maybe trading range here. Hard to say, really. One more push-up could blast us off. We'll see. One more push-up could blast us off here. I guess Baby Panda doesn't like my trading right now. Baby Panda definitely does not like my trading right now. Check, check. Check, check. Sorry about that. Pandas. All right. Push up, but no follow through here. What is going to happen? Are we going to just make new all-time highs and float up all day? We can come up to test the high of the overnight highs. We can easily come test this area. Sure, why not? The spike kind of channel type situation here. Breaking, right? We couldn't really reach the bottom of this. We're breaking to the top side of this now. Very confusing. Lots of chop, lots of overlapping bars. Good signal bar to go short, but maybe the two overlapping bars and the dojis. Just stayed away from it. The big up, big down. I was thinking I wanted one more down because of this big push down. I could try. I could try here. It's not pretty. It's not the prettiest trade. It certainly is not the prettiest trade here. 13-point risk. It's not too shabby here. I don't like this doji bar at all. Got 1,000 more ticks here. Okay. Fifth push up. You gotta recognize it. This is the fifth push up. This looks like it wants to keep floating up though. Right? It's like limit order markets on the down, like on the bottom. Keep pushing it up. Ooh. It's about to trigger it. This could be a fail second entry long. It could just be a nice second entry long. But we're at the top of a trading range now. So the second entry, the second entry long, I don't know if I like it because it's basically at the top of a trading range at this point. I'm going to try here, pandas. We're going to try. Thinking it's a trading range, and we just made a fail second entry long. Right, we made a new high. Thinking it might come back to the bottom. Maybe test the previous week's high. I think it's an okay trade. We'll try it here. Doesn't work out, doesn't work out. But I think it's worth a try here. I think it's worth a try here. This is, I think, worth a try. We'll see. We shall see, though. Nice push down. Need a little bit more than that. Need a lot of bit of more of that. I don't know if this is a market I can take my risk off here. It does have a decent push down. I think I'm going to hold, though, pandas. I'm gonna hold. I want to get back to the bottom of some trading range. I want to get to some sort of key area. This is just now floating in midair. I make it pop all the way back up. Why not? Sure. But I think I'm gonna hold this one. Should I have a runner as a question. Nice follow through bar here. Nice bear bar. Nice bear bar. Okay. Just singing and dancing, prancing all around, doing nothing much here. Strong bear bar on the 2500 tick chart. Let's see if there's a little bit of follow through. That'll be great.
Target filled.
Easy peasy. Easy capeasy. Goodness! I mean, we made our $50, right? So, like, now I'm turning off the trade copier for my top half of my accounts. That makes day 5 of profits. I can request a 30K payout on Wednesday. Not too shabby if you ask me. Not too shabby at all. I don't mind another 30K in my life. I don't mind another 30K in my bank account. Why not? Let's go. Let's buy another Corvette. Sure, why not? Jeez Louise. Pandas! All right, so that means that we are done trading the top half of our accounts here. And we're gonna turn it off. And I think honestly
2500 tick
today, like
trap.
I wouldn't be too upset if I just don't trade the rest of the day. Just because I know that today could be shenanigans. Like I just want to be very cautious. Or you know what? I could jump to micros, knowing that today is gonna be shenanigans. Let me jump to micros. How about that,
2500 tick
pandas?
trap.
Micros are always fun. Micros are always fun here. Easy peasy. So right now, if you look at my top left of my screen, our screen here, you can see all my accounts, and the top half of those accounts, we're gonna be on our 4th payout. That is another 30,000, right? Max payouts. So we made another 30K there. So that this one trade made me $30,000 essentially, or allowed me to withdraw $30,000. So it's nice. It's nice to know now it's secured, right? Because I can flip the next 2 days, and on Wednesday I can request a withdrawal. So I'm in a good position here, and with the max payouts, my counts will be around $6,000. They'll be around 6K. 6K, and then I think it's going to be a pretty big challenge to get to that 5th payout, pandas. Right? Like we secured 4 payouts essentially with that last trade, but we need 2 more payouts to hit the 6 payout challenge. The 5th payout, it could be difficult. I may or may not get it. $6,000 buffer basically to work with, but man, oh man, like the market has been just so terrible, so terrible. So I don't know that 5th and 6th payout. I might take my time. And also, don't forget, we're getting these max payouts back to back, right? 8 trading days, max payout. 8 trading days, max payout. So we're talking about in a span of like 2 months, we made basically $200,000. We made basically 200K in a span of 2 months. That's 100K per month, pandas. 100K per month. We're on track to make 1.2 million a year. 1.2 mil. Jeez Louise. 1.2 mil. Don't mind if I do. I think for me, if I do get the 6 payout here, my goal, okay, how about this? Next year, my goal, I think, is going to be to try to make $1 million a year. I want $1 million a year. And I think it can only really be possible with 20 accounts with Apex. Like, not that it's not possible with other prop firms, but it's the easiest with Apex. 20 accounts making a mill a year. And the reason being obviously because 20 accounts is a lot of accounts, right? You just need to make 20 to make 1.2 million a year. Let's see. Let's do the math. 1 million divided or 1 point. Let's just do 1 million because I just want to break that 1 million. I want 7 figures divided by 250 divided by 20. You're not gonna believe it, right? If I tell you this, you're really not gonna believe this. You're not gonna believe it. The numbers I tell you. In order to make a million a year, in order to make a million in 1 year, pandas, you need to make, on average, with 20 accounts, only $200 a day. That's a scalp. That's 10 points. That's 10 points on the Nascraq. One scalp a day. Pandas. I mean, do you believe? Do you believe? Do you believe? That's only $200 on average per day. So you can lose some days, but as long as you're making at least $200 a day, you can make 1 million a year, pandas. All right, 1 million divided by 250, that's how many trading days are in a year. Divided by 20, which is how many counts you have. 200, just $200 a day, pandas. And you can make a million a
2,500
year.
tick trap.
Actually, it's so feasible, right? Actually, so feasible. Actually, so feasible when it comes to Apex. This is why I think Apex is still the number one prop firm because of the potential profits. I think it's it's a close second though. TPT is a close second, but the 20 accounts, and if you, as long as you stick to the rules, pandas. As long as you stick to the rules, you don't have much to worry about in terms of getting payouts. I will give Apex, some credit. As long as you stick to the rules, they do give you payouts. The rules kind of suck, and if you do happen to break one of the rules, all you have to do is trade another 8 days, where 5 of those days are $50 or more. And I think it's like that's it. We're jumping to micros here. We're gonna trade micros on the bottom half of my accounts. I think mainly because today I think it's gonna be shenanigans, because we have big news tomorrow, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Today's the only day we have no news, so I'm gonna expect shenanigans. And I'm gonna trade micros, and yeah, we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow we'll make some good bamboo. And I think also we just need to flip 2 more days on the top half of our account, so we're not gonna be trading those pretty much for the rest of until Wednesday, but we'll see. Abraham said, whoa, see, look at the shenanigans here. It's just pure shenanigans. Did you see that huge move? This is pure shenanigans. Completely overlapping bars. Complete shenanigans right now. Abraham says, I have one P account with Apex, and they just sent me an email letting me know I'm being considered for a live account, and I'm no longer eligible for purchasing eval accounts. Is that standard? I guess. I guess. It usually is because you're trading well. Are you pretty profitable right now? If you're profitable, then that's actually pretty. I don't know if it's pretty standard, but that is
2,500
completely
tick
within
trap.
the realm of what Apex does. A lot of people did get that email.
$2,500 tick trap.
Like, what am I supposed to do here? Outside bar. Are we thinking sellers above here? When you see this chart, do you think sellers above? We got a gap to fill still beneath. Queek Gaming says, how do you get to 1 million? I kind of just explained it, but I can explain it again. Not too hard. The math is easy. 1 million. Or get the number 1 million. Divided by 250, which is how many trading days they are in a year. Right? It's not 365 trading days. It's about 250 trading days in a year. And then you divide that by 20. So, right, if you divide 1 million by 250, that's 4,000. And 4,000 divided by 20. Wait, 4,000 is how much you need per day. 4,000 is how much you need per day to make a mil. And then you divide that by 20 accounts, so that equals 200. So all you need is $200 a day with 20 accounts to make 1 mil a year. Use code BBM. We got 90% off Apex. It's the best time to jump on Apex if you haven't already. Or let's say you're already using Apex. It's the best time to stock up on your accounts. I hope that makes sense. I don't know if there's any easier way to explain it. Something weird just happened. Something really weird just happened. So I'm like not understanding this. Yeah, there's definitely some discrepancy with the MNQ and the NQ, right? So here's the MNQ 5 minute, and here's the NQ 5 minute. It's very different. You see this bar, right? This is the current bar, and this is the previous bar. Just look at the previous bar here. This is the 5 minute NQ, and look at the MNQ. It went all the way up and back down here. And now this is breaking above it. Whereas the 5 minute, we haven't broken above it yet. There is a big discrepancy right now between the two. It makes me feel like I can't even trade the M and Q because it's not even. There's like discrepancy between M and Q and the NQ right now. Like I can't even trade the M and Q. It's gonna be shenanigans today, pandas. I'm telling you that. I'm telling you that right now. It's shenanigans. Just be careful today, please. I'm jumping on micros because I already know it's gonna be shenanigans day. BP said the MQ is having really weird movements. Yeah, it's not the same. Right, MQ. Look at this bar. The bar before the current bar. Right, we have it goes above and below this bar. I'm gonna jump to the NQ. Right, the current bar, the previous bar. It doesn't go down and break. Right, it just stays up here. Even the current bar in the MQ, right, the NQ right now, is not above the previous bar. But the MQ, it already spiked above it. It's just wacky. Just wacky right now. Just be careful. If there's that much discrepancy between these two instruments that are supposed to be pretty much the same, right? It's arbitraged. So I had one time a person purchasing the indicator, and I just could not get it through to them. But they're like, your indicator doesn't work, right? Because it looks different. Like the counts are different between the M and Q and the NQ. And I try to explain to them as clearly and simply as possible. I felt like Michael Scott in The Office, right? Like, explain it to me like I'm 10. And then he goes, after Oscar explains it to him, he goes, now explain it to me as if I'm 5. That's basically how I felt. And I just kept telling the person, hey, M and Q and NQ are different instruments. Even though they look the same, they are not the same instrument. And the only way they move the same is through arbitrage. So you're gonna have some differences between the two. You're gonna have some differences between the two. So they're not exactly the same. And I show clearly in the chart like how the chart looks different and why the counts are the way they were, uh, in the two charts. And I just try to slowly explain to them as clearly as possible. It just was not. It just wasn't clicking. They're just like, it shouldn't be that different. It shouldn't be that different. I'm like, well, it is. Here's the counts. Like, I can just count it manually for you. You get some wild stuff. You meet some wild people out there. I'm telling you, pandas. You meet some wild people out there. So the M and Q and the NQ are not always the same. All right, we got 3 bull
2500 tick
bars in a
trap.
row. Gotta recognize that at least. They're not pretty bull bars, but it's not the worst strat right now to sell above this pivot high. It's not the worst. It's not the worst idea. It's not the best idea, but it might be an idea that we have. Shenanigans today, pandas. Like, I made 140. I'm almost happy with that today. And I'm just like, I'll be done for the rest of the day because of this. I mean, look at the snipe too. On my trade, I came out basically on this bar here. Right, I entered with this bar. You can see the arrow, and I exited this bar here, and that's where I reversed. That's a pretty good snipe. I could have got a little bit more, but I basically got it out at the previous week's high. Honestly, I'm sitting on my pause. I mean, I've just been burned too many times the last couple of weeks. Been burned too many times the last couple of weeks, fans. We're just chilling now. We kind of made our main goal, which is to make over $50 today. We're up 140. I'll take it. I'll take it. I'll take it. Quick look at the daily and weekly. Might as well while we wait. The daily's flying high. It's flying, but it's just floating up. Actually making the price action very weak, right? It's actually the price action in the overnight session is better almost than the regular trading hours. Just whack. Weekly chart. So many bull bars, strong bull bar, follow through,
2500 tick
pause bar,
trap.
follow through. Probably another follow through day. People are probably going to continue to try to go short on this, but this, I do not know. Is this ever going to come back down? It's a question. I'm telling you right now. There are so many gaps beneath here. And I'm talking about Globex gaps. Like, Globex gaps are pretty rare. And they usually fill within the day. But there's so many Globex gaps in this huge uptrend. It's like, the one day this is going to just wham reverse. Like, it's probably going to fill all the gaps in like a week. One day I think it will do it. I don't know when though, but one day I think it will. We're just chilling here, pandas. Like, I'm just telling you, shenanigans today. Just be careful. It's gonna be absolute shenanigans today. Austin here, trying to pass some evals while it's 90, and I'm struggling. I'll tell you this: the best way to pass evals is to trade news on Wednesday. Most likely Wednesday, FOMC statement with the Fed funds rate will move the markets at least right. I don't know what accounts you're using. I like to pass 150K accounts. I find the best. That's my best trading experience with them. And like I like to trade with 150K accounts. That's just me though. A lot of people they probably like the 50K accounts because they're cheaper, and also in a sense easier to get paid out. Right? You only need to make $2,000 profits on the funded accounts with the 50K accounts. But with the 150K accounts, you need to make $5,000 profits, more than double the profits you need in order to get any withdrawal. So, but you also get more than double the trailing threshold, right? That means it's just that much more trailing threshold. And for me to trade the full minis, like the Nascraq minis, I need like that threshold for me to trade like comfortably to know I'm gonna enter a couple of trades that are gonna lose. Like I'm not here to be a perfect trader, but I'm here to be profitable, right, in the long run. So perfect trading is like you make zero you always make profits. It's just not possible when it comes to trading, and especially because we can't like scale in. Right now we got 4 bull bars in a row. This is an OI pattern here. I could try. Try to be a little silly here. Let's see. I feel like I'd rather sell up here than buy, just because it's like a lot of overlapping bars, pretty choppy here. I will have to notice though there is 4 bull bars in a row though.
2500 tick trap.
You know, I guess Baby Panda is not happy with the price action today. I try to sell near the top here. Just scalp a couple points. Long Schlong says, here's the thing though. MQ moves 3x the volume NQ does. Would that be considered more efficient having more volume? Interesting. I actually didn't know that. I thought it'd be less volume. Or am I thinking incorrectly here?
$2,500 tick trap.
It does. It does have the 3 times volume, huh? Interesting. You know, it should be more efficient the more volume there is. But it's a little weird because the M and Q arbitrage is usually with the NQ, right? So it's like when the NQ moves, then the M and Q gets arbitraged. So I'm not sure how much information if that means it's more efficient. I just don't know. It's a good thought, but I just don't know. In general, that's true. More volume equals more efficiency, right? It's gonna be more balanced, right? The law of large numbers starts to play, but when something's arbitrage, it's not completely, you know, the market doesn't only move based off the volume. It also has other factors moving the markets. So that's why I'm like, even though it's more volume and it should be more efficient, but because the main goal of MEQ is to be arbitrage, to move with NQ, then that may not be the case necessarily. I hope that makes sense. At the end, I just don't
2500
know. I
tick
mean,
trap.
it could be. I could be just making stuff up, but just in my thinking, that's just how I this is what I think. I don't know. Like it could be like 20 times more, but the whole point of the instrument, if it's to move with the NQ, then it doesn't really matter, I guess. Like for instance, this had a huge spike down on this bar, but came right back up. Probably because it just wants to match the NQ, and it had like all of this price action on the M and Q and the arbitrage all the way back up. So I don't know. But that's wild, right? Like seeing this like discrepancy on these two bars, it just shows you like, man, like how shenanigans these days are. How much shenanigans there is. I hate it. I personally hate it. Austin here's I like trading M and Q more. I can find sales better, but the commissions are a pain trading a lot of contracts. Okay, interesting. Yeah, commissions are terrible. I tell people usually when they start to trade the micros because when you first start, the point is not to make money. The point is to prove your system, prove your profitability, while having skin in the game. So it's kind of like and the thing is, if you can prove yourself through micros, theoretically, theoretically, you should be able to make money with minis because the ratio commissions to profit is worse on the micros than it is on the minis. So if you're profitable on the micros, then theoretically you should be more profitable on the minis. Theoretically. That's all theory, you know. We broke the previous candle's pivot high here. Maybe I was being greedy. Maybe I should just sold it right here, right when we broke it, like even right here. We really haven't had a candle pushing below previous candle's low yet. It's so overlappy. Overlappy. All the bars are overlappy. And it's like one of those days you probably could scale in and come out break even if the trade goes against you. It's probably one of those days, you know what I mean? Look at this day. Look at the shenanigans. Look at the price action. Terrible price action. I said we jumped to micros here. I'm telling you, today's gonna be shenanigans. Big push out. I was being, I guess, too conservative trying to sell it up here. Whatever. Shenanigans. Ah, shenanigans. Ah, pandas. I already know today's gonna be trash. Oh, remember, there's news tomorrow, Wednesday,
2500 tick
Thursday,
trap.
Friday, but no news today. This is why I'm called shenanigans. That's why I'm like pretty much stopped trading after I made my bamboo. Just be very careful with trading today. Okay. Still want to sell up here.
2500 tick trap.
This is pure shenanigans. Goodness. Let me show you the 500 tick chart. Expanding pattern, right? Higher high, lower low. Substance Abuse says, Panda, I know you use the forbidden jutsu for passing combines or evals, but after passing, do you just trade normally to get out of the trailing drawdown, or is there a tactic you use? Yeah, I pretty much trade normally. I mean, you guys watch every day and stream what I do. Pretty much every single trade is posted. Second entry longs and reversals. That's basically what I look for. Reversals at key areas or second entry longs and momentum. That's essentially all I do. Sometimes I'll buy at the end of the strong bull bars on the 5-minute chart. Just would follow their small scalp. And I've been burned by those. And I also buy near key areas, thinking the market's going to go up to the key area or down to a key area. So if I have a setup that's going towards a key area, then I like to trade into those as well. That also has burned me many times, but especially on very choppy markets, you actually don't want to do that. It's crazy. All right. 1 for the money, 2 for the show. But I trade pure price action, so no tricks. Well, on the funded accounts, pretty much no tricks. We just trade. We just trade and just do our thing every day. Right? Read the price action as best as possible. And if we have good reason to enter a trade, like right now, this looks so choppy to me. I'm trying to go short here because I don't think it's gonna blast off. And if it does, it's so choppy. I don't think it's gonna go very far. I'll probably come out at least break even or scale in and break even or scale in and make money. The trading threshold, yeah. So I don't swing trade until I get a static threshold. So that's one thing that's a little bit different. I don't really swing trade until static threshold. So because for obvious reason, you lose your threshold if you swing trade and let's say you come out break even on that trade. Like let's say the trade really goes in your favor, and then you just come out break even because it just reverses. But you come out quote unquote break even, but you actually had lost whatever unrealized profits you made on the trade. So that is one difference. I trade way more conservatively until I get to the static threshold. Then, well, not conservatively. I take my profits way quicker, like 1-to-ones basically. Like I would like 1-to-ones, or if you or breaking new or breaking previous pivots. That's kind of what I like to trade. Shenanigans, pandas, shenanigans. All day shenanigans. What is this? But at least today we're ready for it. I'm not. I'm like. I pretty much expected this to happen today. So I'm just. I'm not like upset or anything. It's just boring. And sorry, not much content. Other than the very beginning where we had some good trades. Can recap the trade I took. I took a fail second entry long here at the top of a trading range where I felt like Big up, big down, big up, big down again. So it just felt trading rangey, which is the reason why I took that short back to a key area, which is a previous week's high. It ended up actually coming to the 5 minute, right? The open at the 5 minute. That's kind of what it tested in a double bottom off of it, and it's kind of floating to the upside. We got another inside bar, right? When I say another, it's because we had a sorry, MEQ had an inside bar. The NQ did not have an inside bar, so this is our first inside bar on the MEQ or the NQ. Just waiting, pandas. Not much here. This is one of the days you right buy low, sell high type situation. What in the world is going on? I said, what in the world? Alright, pushing down now. Shenanigans. I mean, that's classic price. Trading range price action is very classic. I'm not planning to buy until we come here. And the problem is, even if I buy down here, there's a chance the market's decided. Let's fill the gap in. Whoa! Shenanigans, panda. Shenanigans. Jeez. I'm sorry. Sorry. What in the world? I guess I could just have bought here, but with a strong enough move, this could fill the gap. We spiked super hard to the downside, and cool. Now we're bouncing all the way back up. Shenanigans. I think one cool thing is the trading range indicator. You can see the trading range indicator that marked the trading range for us already here. You can see that it is like almost spot on, essentially. Right, it marked the top and also marked the bottom here automatically. I didn't draw these lines. They were automatically drawn. Here as well, drawn here. Trading range indicator. Like, it's automatic. This trading range was here for multiple days. 2 days. Even came up here. Even when we're up here, it said, nope, trading range still. Wham! Back to the bottom, trading range. Trading range here for a long time. It's the top to the bottom to the top, back to the bottom. Jeez Louise, look at the shenanigans here. Just cannot trade this. Be careful today, pandas. I'm telling you, be very careful.
$2,500 tick trap. 2500 tick trap. $2,500 tick trap.
Sorry about that, pandas. More shenanigans. Look at the discrepancy between the 5-minute chart on the NQ and the MNQ. The 5-minute comes back down here, and the next candle shoots, doesn't go anywhere else. It's an inside bar. But on the MNQ, you see how this shoots all the way up here? More shenanigans, pandas. More shenanigans. It's absolutely just silly. Pandas, just think about this. What's one day of not trading when it comes to making 100K per month? Right? What's one day of not trading when your goal is to make 100K per month? What is it that you skip on days like today where it's absolutely negative EV type days? What is it in the long term, not even the long term, the midterm? If your goal, what's more fun? Placing trades today because you're bored, or making 100K a month? What's better? What's more fun for you? I think the 100K is better. And we're just watching this trading micros. Even if we do get a trade, it will be like $5. We'll make $5. We might make $50 if we take a trade today. Jeez Louise, look at this trash. Absolute trash price action. But pandas, if you know the price action is gonna be trash, at least you can be. If you're prepared for that, at least you can prevent yourself from over trading today.
2,500 tick
not
trap.
a day where you want to, where you do not want to overtrade. Right, today is not the day. There are days for that, right? There are days where you want to trade a lot, but today, look, it's not the type of day. I'll tell you the day you want to trade a lot. Even look back here. This day, not really. Trash. This day, not really. Trash. This day, not really. Trash. This day, yes. You want to trade a lot. You want to trade a lot here and also a lot here. You may get chopped up a little bit, but if you start seeing this price action, it is a beautiful time to trade. This is an excellent time to trade. You want to trade a lot in these situations. You probably get chopped up a little bit here, but if like realize you're getting chopped up, right? You might have made some profits here, chopped up, come out break even, and you realize let's just wait for more price action. And you start seeing a strong bear bar ending on its low like this, and then some follow through on this bar. Then you're probably say, okay, now let's. I bet you there was a second entry short right here on the smaller time frame for you to enter. You really don't want to trade until you start seeing this, right? Strong bull bar ending on its high right here is really you start on entering. But otherwise, it's just so choppy. So choppy, so choppy. Or you see a strong bull bar here, all right, maybe. But strong bull bar here going above all the other ones. Strong bull bar here going above all the other pivot highs. I don't know. Maybe that's what your area to jump in. Yeah, look at these days, like up, down, up, just grindy sideways. Like this is the price action has been for the last couple months, and it's due to the all-time highs, just grinding on the all-time highs. Right, every single one of these days have been pretty terrible to trade, to be honest. Like I would say, starting from basically even like here, basically from here, all of these days have been terrible to trade. And on top of that, right before these big moves. I honestly, it's just been absolutely terrible. Like I was like, even trading this, that was so painful paying this. That was so painful trading that. Now this is also painful. So so much shenanigans and I'm sorry, Pandas. Like my goal here, more than entertainment, is to make some bamboo. You know what I mean, Pandas? So with that being said, like we're gonna just sit on our paws here. I made my $50 today. That's all I need. And even if I like, just look at the price. I know today's not. It's just not a good day to trade. It's looking so bad, so painful, so much sideways move, so much chop. Like you get these like erratic movements that like basically bust your accounts, and then it reverses right when it busts your accounts. You know what I mean? Type situations. Look at this little teeny bar here. What in the world is OIII pattern? It's stupid. It's actually so stupid. Let's sell here. We'll buy above. Because of the OII pattern. Pretty rare. Regardless.
2,500 tick trap.
We're right in the middle of a trading range as well. This is a dumb trade. Like I can't even take this trade. It's so stupid. It's such a dumb trade. Such a dumb day. And it's like it's better to recognize it and be annoyed by it than entering trades and getting just destroyed by it. You know what I mean, Pandas? Let's just recognize today what it's gonna be. It is what it is. And tomorrow could be better, right? Because we have news tomorrow. Hopefully some volatility gets injected into the market. And on Wednesday, don't forget, Pandas, tomorrow's the last day you can use code BBM for 90% off. Let me put that in here. All right, one day left to do this. And tomorrow's your last day. I would say, even if you haven't passed your evals, since the accounts last for a month before they rebill you for the evals, I would say stock up. Because they have been so stingy with these 90% off. Like, stock up as much as possible. Like, stock up as much as you think that... Let's just say this. Stock up on as many accounts as you think you would buy in the next month. Stock up on that many accounts. Right? If you're thinking you usually buy about 20 accounts, let's say, a month, and because you copy across like 5 of them, or you copy across 10 or even 20, I don't know, then it's like this is the time you buy. Right, you buy low, sell high. You buy a lot when it's cheap. So I would stock up on them. That's just me though, but up to you guys. I'll probably stock up on a few, get a couple more funded accounts. Like when I say funded accounts, I basically pass my evals with the news, and I just keep them. I don't pay for them. I don't sign for them. I just have them like ready to go, just in case I need to use them. Especially because I stream. Like I like to stream funded accounts. I don't like to stream eval accounts. We're kind of past that now on this channel. It's been a while. Uh, but unless I'm trying to do some sort of challenge where I'm trying to pass an eval. I remember one time I streamed, I think 2 years ago, and I said basically the whole stream was I will not stop streaming until I pass a 300K account. If you don't know, 300K account is the biggest account you can have with Apex, and you need to make $20,000. Let me just make that clear, Pandas. You need to make $20,000 in profits on the eval. $20,000 just to pass it. Isn't that a little bit insane? Isn't that a little bit insane, Pandas? You have to make
2,500 tick trap.
$20,000 in order to pass a 300K account. And I said I will not give up, and I did not trade news, and like it was like a straight. I will not trade news, and I will just want to pass this legitimately, and I passed it like, I passed it. I passed it within a week. I think it took me almost a full week to pass it. 300K, I believe, can trade 35 contracts, if I'm not mistaken. It's been a long time. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but it's 35 contracts. I basically streamed for like 4 or 5 days straight. And I was so bummed out. I was so bummed out because usually I've never streamed that long before. And when you stream, after you stream, it usually archives your stream to make it like replayable. But I didn't realize they have a max time limit on how much they archive. So if your stream goes over like 9 or 10 hours, then they will not archive it for you. So I was so upset because it was such a good series. It was such a good stream. We had like thousands of views because I was streaming for so long. Like people kept like joining and like a lot of people were watching, and it was really fun. And it's just sad because I lost all of that. I can't even replay if I wanted to. Next time if I do anything like that, I have to record it locally, or break it up into several days. What's your pass blown ratio trading news? I pass all of mine using MOC. What's MOC? It's a good question. I'm not sure. I've had lost a lot of I have lost a lot of accounts trading news, and I've lost both ways too. You know what I mean? I've lost like even using Forbidden Jitsu. I've lost both sides. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's actually very frustrating when that happens. But hey, at the end when you're making 100K a month, who really cares? Seriously, who really cares? Who seriously cares? Market on close 350. I see. Market on close is like it's really like I don't know. I think news is better. But if you're desperate, you can use that.
2,500 tick trap.
Get 350 time. If you guys don't know, like institutions have to get out of their trades at 350. I think something like that. There's like some rule, like because they have so many like contracts. I think they have to get out like not right at close. They have to come out a little early before close. So there's like 10 minutes before market closes on the regular trading hours. There's a big volatility that comes into the market. What is this nonsense, Pandas? What am I looking for here? Like I want to sell up here somewhere. No, isn't that not the case? Don't I want to do that? Sell somewhere up here, buy somewhere down here. I'm just scared to buy here because I feel like there's a chance to always fill the gap today. Like we can simply fill the gap today. Sure, why not? Couple bull bars in a row here. I don't know if it's even worth sticking around. I might just end the stream right at 45 because there's not much to see here. You know what I mean, Pandas? Most important thing today, Pandas, we made our $50. Now we can pull out max withdrawals on the top half of our accounts. That's 11 accounts, Pandas. 11 times 2750 is $30,250. $30,250. And don't forget, we've been doing this every 8 days, every 8 trading days. That's insane profits, Pandas. That's insane profits. I'll tell you that much. At least for me, it is. It might not be for other people, but it is for me. It is. It's really good. I like to get back to the
$2,500 tick
$55,000 per
trap.
max or per payout, but my the bottom half of my accounts are struggling here, so it's hard to do both. You know what I mean? Plus, the price action has been terrible, and it's a really bad timing because I usually trade them pretty aggressively to get to payouts, but it's just not a good time to be aggressive. Oh, jeez. Yeah, I don't know if there's even like if it's even worth to continue looking at this market for me. This is it. This is terrible. But hey, it is what it is. At least we saw it together, and we kind of recognized it would be like this today. Again, big news coming the rest of the week, except today. So usually when that happens, the days without news are very choppy, low volume, low volatility, and it's just almost impossible to trade. So, Pandas. With that being said, be careful out there. I hope you guys don't overtrade today. I think today's, save it for tomorrow. Save it for Wednesday. We got FOMC, and you can trade as much as you want on those days. But today, what is one day, right? When it comes to a month of making 100K a month, like what is one day of just not trading, especially on a negative EV day? You could potentially be saving yourself a lot of money today. Not because you're not green, but because you're not red. You know what I mean? All right, Penis. I think that's it for today. It's not much more. I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow. Hey, actually, let me go over the news this week before I leave. I'm talking about news, so let's go over all the news this week. So tomorrow we got Jolt's job opening at 10 a.m. That'll be during stream. It's not. It's probably like one of the smallest news this week. So maybe tomorrow, low volatility day. Might get some volatility around news time, but other than that, I'm not sure if we're gonna get much more. Wednesday, 8:15 a.m. We got non-farm employment change. 8:30 a.m. advanced GDP. 2 p.m. general or federal funds rate and FOMC statement. 2:30 p.m. FOMC press conference. Wednesday is the big kahuna. Thursday, core PC price index, employment cost index quarter over quarter, unemployment claims. That's all at 8:30 on Thursday. Could be big. Could be big. Friday, 8:30 a.m. average hourly earnings month over month, non-farm employment change, unemployment rate, and at 10 a.m. ISM manufacturing PMI. So you got like all this news coming up. Just chill out today. We'll get it tomorrow or any other day this week. Just not today. Pandas, I'll see you guys bright and early tomorrow, 9:50 a.m. Eastern time, same time, and hopefully by Wednesday, we'll get the request in and get paid out. Get paid out fairly quick. Hopefully, we'll see. But Pandas, with that being said, as always, happy trading. God bless. Bye.